roomies, and we're back with another reaction. It's your boy the other day, and of course I got that guy with me.
Mike on the mic. We are watching Atelier Master.
Episode 11.
Yeah, nice.
And we're getting very sad as the season's coming to a close.
This is a good anime.
You feel me? The spring has brought us a lot of joy, I would say, from a very select few animes.
It's a small but quality season.
Yeah, it is. Summer, it's looking like it's going to be a small but quality season.
I thought there were a bunch coming out.
No, there's a lot of season 2s coming out. There's like 4 season 2s coming out.
Don't we have Frieren season 2 to look forward to? Or is that for the fall?
I believe that's going to be fall.
Okay.
Or if not, winter.
I'm hyped for that one either way. Frieren season 2, I haven't read the manga for that one yet, but that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. But there are some anime in the summer that I'm also pretty hyped for.
Yeah, Rise of a Shield Hero season 4.
Not that one.
Really? You don't like Rise of the Shield Hero?
The second season kind of turned, or was it the second or third season?
What happened in the...
It just kind of lackluster. I know season 4 is actually going to be better.
Are you talking about the season where they had to fight the Spirit Turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was season 2. I could see your point on that.
It was a little lackluster, and also because I've read a large amount of the manga, it just drops off a little bit, and I know it picks back up at some point, but I haven't spent the time or the energy to really pick back up on Shield Hero. I've been told that it does pick back up, so I'm probably going to get back into it, because season 1 is just banging. But I'll probably get back into it after I watch season 4. So I'm not giving up completely on Shield Hero. I just think that there's a pace issue where it just drops a little bit, and then you kind of have to get back into it because there's a...
No, season 3 really picks up.
Okay.
Season 3 really picks up. Season 2, I could see what your point is because of the whole Spirit Turtle thing.
That.
And them going to like another universe and getting isekai'd and going back to a world where he got isekai, so he got double isekai.
I feel like the writing gets a little bit lost.
I can see where your point is.
But like, I'm absolutely not shitting on Shield Hero, more than it needs to be shat on. Season 1 is great. Season 1 is great. Then the Spirit Turtle, and then going back into the other worlds. That whole thing just kind of had me like, what's going on, guys? What are we doing here? What are some of the other... We'll do an episode or some shit about some of the stuff coming out in the summer, but there are some other good anime that I know I was excited for. I just can't remember them right now because I have a short attention span.
Yeah, that's it. Back to Atelier Meister.
Huh.
In the previous episode, we saw him...
Last episode of Dragon Ball Z.
In the last episode of Great Atelier Meister, we saw Yulisha and Kurt have a date.
Which got disrupted.
But he made some dope-ass bean buns.
They were the dessert ones.
Yeah.
It's a very common snack in Japan to have these sweet red bean buns, which are really good if you ever want to sample, like, a Japanese cafe.
Word. They are very good. And we saw how the princess and Yulisha are fighting for the affection of Kurt's heart.
Which is a very common trope in slice of life anime, with the harem and the never-ending romance, but not really romance, but like, hey, who's he gonna wind up with? Is it gonna be both? Is it gonna be one? Is it gonna be other?
And for some reason, I'm rooting for his friend, the demon girl.
The one with the big titties?
No, that's the dragon hunter.
She's a demon, but like dragon hunter.
No, I'm talking about the chick that they're about to go save.
Oh yeah.
His childhood friend.
Hildegard.
Yes,
Why do I remember that name?
I don't know.
But yeah, his childhood friend is locked in the basement in the noble's mansion, which is a little creepy. But we assume that he's probably using her for some kind of ritual to revive his wife and child, because the noble's wife and child both died mysteriously.
Or theory here. He's a Lolicon.
I mean, that's entirely possible with this type of anime because, like,
I'm gonna just give you this one, roomies.
But shouldn't she have grown up by now?
She still would be 15.
Yeah, that's...
If her and Kurt were, like, around the same age, she'd still be, like, 15,
She'd
16.
still be 15, yeah. And then, like, maybe the horned folk, demons, grow at a different age, or at a different pace. Yeah. That's possible. Or maybe he's just an evil motherfucker.
That too. Or they got a secret affair going on.
Ew. He's mad old and she's mad young. Like 15 is still... No, you can't be like a 70-year-old man with a 15-year-old demon. That's not cool.
I'm just saying, we don't know what's going on.
No, we don't know the reasoning.
Yeah, but we're just theorizing, spitballing, and we're going to get into it, roomies. Let's jump in. Jump in.
Losing your wife and child would fuck anybody up. Just ask Dr. Phosphorus.
Yeah.
Which is arguably one of the greatest crash outs in television history.
Deadass. Oh,
are we doing dubbed again?
We got it in dubbed.
We're doing dubbed again.
Yes.
All right, whatever. Yeah, our Lord is requesting your
buns.
buns.
The Lord wants his buns.
The Lord is requesting your buns.
Oh my God.
All right, I guess dub was worth it just for that line.
That's right. The dude's having Kurt be the chef for the night.
Right, and that's how he got in. This is they were making this huge grand plan to sneak everybody in, and then Kurt just got in because he made these fucking sweet buns.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
The sweet buns are so good they were touched by angels.
That was a Shokugeki no Soma moment.
Hell yeah.
Now, this is just my personal preference, but whenever I get, like, you know, the dumplings or the bao, which is the Chinese sweet buns, I always go for savory. That's just me. The sweet buns are delicious, but I can never wrap my head around sweet beans.
To be honest with you, I've never had them.
They're delicious. It's
never
a
had
great
them. I
flavor.
need to try it.
It's a great flavor, but like I just can't reconcile sweet beans, and so that whenever I go to like a Chinese or Japanese cafe or whatever, like a dumpling spot, they have that option, but I always go savory, always, because then you get the meat buns, and the meat buns are fucking crack. Roomies, I am a huge foodie. I am a skinny fat ass. Meat buns all day, every day. Dumplings, bao, whatever you want to fucking call them. Crack.
Yeah.
Asian culture has mastered dumplings and buns and bao and all that other shit.
You listen.
Oh.
Asian culture's mastered a lot.
All right, just imagine like a smoother patalito or empanada. Slightly different flavor profile, but it's
fried or steamed.
Either. But the bao, the Chinese bao is almost always steamed. You can get the fried dumplings, no problem. But the dessert one is steamed.
I've had dumplings before, but I've never had like the red sweet buns.
The Japanese one are called the shumai, the soup dumplings. Crack. Loved soup dumplings.
Why, they're dumplings full of soup?
They're dumplings with like a ton of broth inside them, so they're basically flavor buns.
Not with that.
Nah, they're cracked.
Nah, not with that. I don't want to bite into a bun and get a mouthful of juice. Hey, yo!
Those are dumplings, not the fucking bun. If I had to choose just one food to eat for the rest of my life, it would be dumplings. Or pasta.
Wow, look at Kurt trying to convince his daughter to teleport in there.
Oh, there
you go. Oh, Akari.
So she's still mentally a child.
Yeah,
like
she's
100% mentally a child.
Yeah, she's definitely a kid, but open the fucking door.
Oh, triple S lockpicking. Here we go.
Wow, you see that pick?
Yo, he just made that out of like literally nothing.
Is that his wife? Was that his wife?
But I thought his wife was dead.
I thought so too. I have questions.
They definitely said his wife was dead, right?
Yes. This hot spring bun's gonna cure all her problems right now. It's gonna age her the age of like 50 years. Watch.
Wait, what if that's his daughter?
And he's been stealing her youth?
What if that's his daughter? What if that's his daughter and he's been stealing her youth to stay alive? Bro, no, you said that shit. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Yo, if she starts de-aging because her hair is the same style as his daughter in the picture. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Did this motherfucker... No. Did he just say he's gonna use hard bread as a shovel?
To get through a floor?
To get through a floor. Why does this feel so set up-ish?
It does feel like a set, but if she's locked in that room and having her youth stolen, then she's a prisoner too, right? That could be his daughter, though, right? That could be. I'm really fucked in the head right now
because if you think about it,
this is dark.
In the picture with him and his daughter, right? It was a couple of years ago, right?
Right.
And he looked exactly the same. He hadn't aged
a day.
And
he's asking about eternal youth, right?
Or, hold on.
Or maybe she's suffering from a curse and he's trying to save her.
It could be that as well.
Okay, maybe his daughter was cursed and he's trying to save his daughter. I'm hoping, because the alternative is really fucking dark.
Yeah, our original theory was fucking dark as shit. But I could see that he's using Hildegard's cells to keep his daughter alive.
Okay, he's worried about his daughter.
All right, so theory 1 is not what it was.
No,
it's theory 2.
It's theory 2.
He's using the cells for her.
He's basically kidnapped the demon to try to save his daughter from a curse. So whoever was
she smells Kurt.
So the Lolicon theory wasn't wrong either.
He invented an immortality potion. Kurt made immortality. He made the sorcerer's stone. No wait, the philosopher's stone
out of berries and leaves. So he has to be an outlier even in his village, because she's been to his village and he's still the outlier. Like, anything's possible when it comes to you, but she's been to his village. He's gonna come to the complete wrong conclusion.
What is?
Huh?
Yo! Lolicon. The Lolicon thing. I told you.
Yeah, he's so confused.
Wow. Such a blissful idiot. I'm good on that.
Hildegard's used to it. She's already used to it.
Yup. Whoa! He said it!
Good Lord. This show pushes all the right buttons.
Yo!
Everyone is so confused.
I'm confused.
That was next level.
I am extremely confused.
That was next level.
I am extremely confused.
This show is so meta.
Huh?
This show is beautiful. This is comedy. This is art. This is comedy.
The last thing I expected... Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
The last thing I expected was for her to request the death of her father. And Hildegard knew she had to paralyze Kurt because Kurt would have not let her rock with that.
Hildegard already knows the score.
Yeah.
She came into this knowing Kurt, and then when he went on the rant, she's just like, like she's caught up.
He's a blissful idiot, bro.
They dropped the file bomb. They literally said that shit.
Yeah.
And well, no, he said that shit because he's way off base.
OD.
The daughter knows. Hildegard knows. The fucking poor account is probably gonna get whacked next episode.
Yeah.
Probably unless they all go home happily ever after. But this show is dark. Like, we walked into that shit thinking, oh shit, something's about to happen. It's about to be bad. It wasn't as bad. The Count, the Margrave, the noble dude.
Yeah.
He wasn't a bad guy.
He was just trying to save his daughter.
He did some bad. He did a bad thing, and he might not make it past season 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he might not make it past the next 5 minutes of the next episode.
The Margrave, like he might. Yeah, bro. He might be out.
Yeah,
we might not see him in season 2.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, he might.
Like the ominous.
Yo, bro.
He might not be a bad dude.
I don't think he's a bad dude right now.
I don't think he's a bad dude, but he just Kurt kind of read him. some filth just now. Called him a pedophile. Like, they dropped that fucking bomb.
Like, hard. Like,
That
I was just like...
hilarious. I was
like, Kurt, you wild boy.
I just want to give a shout out to the author of the Unaware Atelier Master. This is a masterpiece of comedy.
Yeah, it is.
This is a 10 out of 10. Roomies, if you want to watch a great comedy, the Unaware Atelier Master, 10 out of 10. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the top animes of the season.
Did you see this coming?
Yo, that was the last thing on my mind.
Did you see this coming,
but
sir?
Why did she just be like,
bro,
please kill my dad? while holding on, she was looking dead at him, holding his arm, like, you know what to do.
Bro says that he, like, from the moment she was born, he would live for his daughter, he would die for his daughter. His daughter, with the old lady face, holds up to her dad, hugs him, says, Hildegard, would you please kill my dad?
But the thing about it, right? If she's cursed.
Right. Which we assume, like, it's either a curse.
We're assuming that she's cursed right now.
Some fantastical disease, like Benjamin Button times
I'm pretty sure.
100.
I'm pretty sure Kurt got a remedy for it.
He has to. He
has a remedy for everything.
He just shattered the other curses casually. Like, he can think about it.
He made a dude glow. He made a motherfucker glow.
And just because he thought of it and he thought it would be cute. Like, hey, you know what would be a good idea? If we make the curse rebound and the caster will glow real bright. And then they, like, find the body of the caster.
Who was still glowing.
Glowing bright as fucking glowworms.
Yo, he must have just heard shine bright like a diamond. He was like, yup, this is what I'm going to do.
Like, yeah, that'll be a good idea.
Like, he was just bopping music and shit. Making the barrier. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to make you shine bright like a diamond.
And we can find the caster by making the curse rebound onto the caster and they'll glow real bright.
Like,
yeah.
Huh? Who thinks of that?
Kurt. Because if he thinks of anything combat related, his skills go to shit.
All right. What if it's just, you know, making some porridge that shatters curses?
I'm telling you, think about it.
You eat the porridge and, like...
Think about it, right? One, right? Proof that Kurt's inability of combat comes from a psychological point of view. Here's my proof, right? A, we know that he's pouring mana into everything. This is a fact now.
Yeah.
Everything he does, he's pouring an extreme amount of mana into it.
It's not necessarily illustrated or depicted in the animation because when he picked that lock, we didn't see mana flow.
No.
We just saw him take a little fucking paper clip or piece of metal for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And he's just like, shh, shh, and it pops open.
All right.
And it's like, you don't see mana.
You don't see it, but
the assumption.
But that one time they showed us mana. Remember in the first episode?
Correct. When he's making the crystals.
Or not even that.
Or refining them or whatever.
When he goes to get a job.
Yeah.
Remember he goes and she's like, oh, can you pick those sandbags up? And they weren't regular sandbags.
Oh, yeah.
And she clearly stated, the heavier the sandbag is, the more mana that person has. He only got that shit off like 5 inches off the ground.
It was super fucking heavy.
Super heavy.
And that's only supposed to be the case for like the royal guards or like the fucking royal mages or like the super...
The S tier motherfuckers, right?
Right.
So that's theory 1.
Because it was mad light. It was mad light for everybody
That's
else.
evidence A, right?
Right.
Evidence B. We both know that he suffers from the craziest imposter syndrome.
He is imposter syndrome.
He is the textbook definition.
He is the literal imposter syndrome turned into a character.
No, he's imposter syndrome on meth.
It's literally Unaware Atelier Master.
Yeah.
So he's triple S demigod everything, but unaware.
Yeah.
So he's doing all this shit, not realizing that it's god tier shit.
Yeah.
The entire time.
And think about
imposter syndrome.
Yeah, crazy imposter syndrome, and that leads to him believing that he wouldn't be any good on the battlefield, where you need the most confidence in yourself.
Because he sees the only thing he sees about himself, his entire perception of himself is the one thing, the thing he can't do.
Yeah.
Everyone else's perception of him is all the god tier shit that he can do.
Yeah.
So he's just like, I can't do this, and everyone else is just like, why? Like, we're about to build statues to you and worship you.
Yeah, but if you think about it, everything else he does it with such confidence. He doesn't say it, but he's confident in his work. You know what I mean? Except for when it comes to like combat related shit. He'd be like, yeah, I just did a little easy this, a little easy that, mind you. Fucking the feat he just did
but that's where,
was amazing.
But that's the thing. It's not confidence, because that's why it's imposter syndrome.
Oh, true.
It's casualness.
Yeah.
He does incredible, insane god tier shit with casualness. He made the porridge that broke the curse with casualness. He made that sword or that dagger with the illusion spell just not paying attention, right? He doesn't have confidence in himself,
True.
but he does insane. He built 10 miles of giant wall in an hour, not confident in himself, but casually. He does literal months and months of construction work in one day, which is literal inhuman feats. Like we're talking about inhuman feats.
Yeah.
Like Superman feats, Kryptonian feats of labor, right?
Yeah.
Casually, not confidently.
True.
Casually.
True.
Like the same way.
All right. So you just proved my point.
Right.
So you basically proved my point that his lack of combat paralysis.
Right.
Is prowess.
Prowess. Yeah.
Prowess.
Whatever. His skills. His lack of skills. His
lack of skills is because in combat you have to be confident in yourself in order to.
But he's not confident in himself at all.
That's what I'm saying. But these other skills,
which he's still not confident.
If you think about it, at the base of all his skills that he's depicted, they could all be transferred over to combat.
Yes and no.
Most of them?
No, because in the world in which this is built, in the universe in which this exists, there are skill rankings.
No, yes, we know this. But what I'm saying, his skill ranking, if everything is triple S, right?
Right.
Right, and he's this fucking...
All of it's triple S that's not combat.
But if...
Lockpicking.
Yeah, thief, job class.
Probably. It's not combat.
It's not.
Sewing, swimming, all of it. Right. Rowing.
Everything at the base could be translated
cleaning, mopping.
Think about it.
He mopped a fucking magic circle.
Yeah.
That's a skill.
Think about it. He could mop a person away from existence.
But, and here's where the catch is, right?
Yeah.
He cannot do combat because those skill rankings in that universe, in that world building, are all G or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever
the lower, it's F, whatever it is.
But I think it's psychological. That's why. That's why he can't do combat.
Now, and I'm going to pose this philosophical question to you. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Is his combat skills low because of his psychological profile, or is his psychological profile low because of his combat skills?
I would say psychological profile before the combat skills. I would say there's somewhere along the line, or hear me out.
No.
Hear me out, right?
No.
He was good at combat.
He was.
And then something happened where it fucked him up and he became the person who he is now. Because, think about it, with the Iron Golems, that's a perfectly good example. He dismantled them.
He dismantled them because there's a loophole. There's a loophole. No, there's a loophole. There's a loophole. Because if you're a person fighting another person, where's the loophole? Oh, you're harvesting a person? Oh, you're dismantling a person?
No, you're murdering.
Right. That's not a non-combat skill?
Yeah.
It's a very combat skill.
Yeah, that's a very combat skill. But it would... All right, so...
Where's the loophole?
So how about, like, hunting or fishing?
Because you can't hunt or fish a person.
No, but I'm just saying, like, let's say you can hunt or fish a monster.
You can hunt a person, but, like...
Let's
not go down that rabbit hole.
We're not going to go down that slope.
We're not going down that rabbit hole.
But you could hunt or fish a monster or a demon.
You can... No, demons are... For our purposes, we're going to assume that all demons in this context, because we've already seen one demon, we've already seen 2 or 3 demons have personhood.
Okay.
They're all sentient. In
True.
this anime, they're all sentient.
True.
So they have personhood, right? They're not just demons. They call themselves the Horned Folk. So they
True.
have personhood.
True.
So you can't hunt a demon unless you can hunt a person. And we're not going down that rabbit hole, so we can't go down that rabbit hole with demons.
All right. So I'm gonna just cut the rabbit hole here.
Okay.
Because if not, we'll be talking about this for like the next
Another 2 hours.
Another 2 hours.
Another
and the
3 fucking hours.
And the philosophy of Unaware Atelier Master.
And then he's going to have to edit it all.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna let the roomies hear the rant. And with that being said, roomies, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
Yo, this anime is fucking dope, bro.
So that way we could sell out and make some money, and we could do this all the time, and we could bring a lot more content to the channel.
Yeah, watch Unaware Atelier Meister.
It's really good.
Master. Why does it say Master over there? Master, Meister, same shit.
Yeah. Whatever the case may be, check out this anime. It's really good, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.